laughs, bits, tangents. Matt and Mike, virginal fans, began watching One Piece and everything the show had to offer, and their nonsense ideas drove them to create their podcast.
Buggy the Clown is back. Fuck.
This is a One Piece podcast.
These words lured listeners to their grand show in what's now known as the funpiecepodcast.
Yayo, 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 ho ho, set sail for Fun Piece. It's the name of the podcast with Matt and Mike. Yayo, yayo, set sail for Fun Piece.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fun Piece Podcast. My name is Matt.
My name is Mike.
Mike's
It's a clean intro.
is
Nice.
real clean intro. Oh yeah, we're again. It's the end of the year, baby. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. We're gonna just
Year, new us.
New year, new us. What, Mike? Do you have any hey everyone, we're watching One Piece for the first time. Blah 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 blah. All that
Where
stuff.
was it? Part 8 into or part 7 into Fishman Island. You know what's going on.
You know
It's
what's
fine.
going
We're
on.
watching it for
If
the
this is your
time.
first episode, what are you doing dropping in on Fishman Island Part 7?
Get out of here. Go back. The quality's been the same for the past 70 episodes. So it's
Yeah. Anyway, here we are. It's the end of the year. Do you have any New Year's resolutions that you're looking to impose upon yourself to try to be a better you next year?
I know we had it a while ago where a bunch of games are coming out, but I'm hoping to really embrace the concept of the Year of Luigi.
Ooh, Luigi Mangione, the man of the people.
I won't specify. He got a year already, but I feel like he could use another one. You know what?
Oh, my Luigi Mangione. Did you fucking look at that mug you have? That's a nice mug.
Oh yeah, it's a Meow
great
Wolf.
Ooh,
That
vision.
installation thing.
Meow
I'm drinking booze out of it.
Ooh, nice. Here we are. Did you see Luigi's fade he got in jail? This looked pretty cool.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I guess he got a haircut.
Good for him.
Before the judge saw him.
All the
That's
CEOs are mad that he's hot.
He's so hot. I don't know how much we want to go down this hole in this One Piece podcast. I mean, he did.
People know how we feel.
Truly, Luigi Mangione, like the true spirit of the Straw Hats. Truly, you think he
Honestly,
watches
yeah.
One Piece? Do you think
Luffy,
he watches One Piece?
Probably. They found his Steam page and what games he plays. So that was pretty cool.
Oh man, do you think so? One second. Holy crap! What are the odds that his middle name starts with a D?
Oh my god! Oh shit! And then, do you think his little brother? Does he have a little brother who's going to come try to save him?
Luigi Mangione, middle name. Come on, baby. Come on, give it to me. What the fuck is this guy's middle name? Please. Oh, internet. I'm going to say, I can't find it, but you know what? I don't care. I'm going to say his name is Luigi D. Mangione.
Does he have? I just don't know if he has a little brother who's gonna come try to save him.
He has a sister. I know he has a sister.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, Luigi D. Mangione. Look at you. Congratulations. I hope you like One Piece.
Yeah, it's gotta. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
The only people who don't like One Piece haven't watched One Piece, and I feel like that's true.
There's it's not a coincidence that CEO also has the first two letters of Celestial Dragon. It's basically the same thing. Just saying. Anyway, here it is. It's the end of the year, everyone. It's been quite the year, 2024. Mm-hmm. Can you believe it?
I can't. I went out, last month it's good. It's been good.
Yeah.
Been eating like a pig in shit, you know?
You have?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We've been through a lot this year, Michael.
Yeah. Less like formative, less I think we've done a lot of growing, but it hasn't been tragic. That's always growing.
We started the year with Thriller Bark.
Wow.
And
I was thinking
then-
about how much I miss Thriller Bark.
Yeah, we started the year. We had our second episode of Thriller Bark. It was the start of the new year. So we went.
When did we start Fishman Island? How many years have we been in Fishman Island? Because
A
I
lot-
think if
many
anybody
years.
ever complains about Fishman Island, we can say we had to sit there for months.
Yeah. So we've been in Fishman Island since Mana. Since not that long. We started November 12th.
Did you hear that Disney's like they're getting rid of the Muppets and getting rid of Sesame Street, and they're like trying to, it's fucking bullshit.
It's not gonna happen. People will revolt. Disney's not getting rid of the Muppets.
I'm pretty sure they're getting rid, like they're doing something with the Muppets. Disney.
They're getting rid of the Muppets Muppet Vision 3D movie experience in Disney World. However, they're redoing the Rock and Roller Coaster to be Muppets themed. Which I'm fine with.
It's Sesame Street is fighting for
yeah.
survival. They might be getting rid of Sesame Street, which is bullshit.
I don't think it's not Disney. It's the motherfucking CEOs, baby. The bunch of idiots that the stupid billionaire class motherfuckers who are being
They're like, this doesn't
nominated.
Make us a
They're
huge
getting
profit.
nominated for fucking cabinet positions for the United States government, and they're like, we're gonna cut funding to the public broadcasting system. We're gonna cut funding to this because Sesame Street's on PBS.
Right.
It's not like, yeah, it's just the people being fucking dicks because they don't understand the value that public services offer our country.
It's like, I don't understand how under a rock you have to be and how up your own ass you have to be to not realize that you can invest in things that don't have monetary value. You can be like, I can invest in people being better, and that will make the world, like, it's the most basic thing. Like, none of these chuds have read a book.
I don't think you need to be that far up your own ass. I feel like I talk to people every day who are fucking don't understand the value of
Humans
investing
and
in
people.
humans and people and like education
planet.
and yeah, like to further not just themselves. A lot of people are very inward thinking and only thinking specifically about themselves, so they don't have that empathy to think about their fellow person, and it's exhausting. And I know I have this fucking conversation with people all the goddamn time because I'm gonna be a dumb theater person. I teach theater to all ages, but literally the main outcome of teaching theater isn't just like, oh, we're playing make pretend. It's literally like learned empathy, and it's exhausting to like deal with people who don't have any sort of empathetic nature to themselves, whatsoever. It's exhausting. I didn't know this is where we were going to go today, but hey, it's the end of the year. Here we are.
One Piece radicalized us. That's not. We've been there.
Yeah. Just a bunch of fucking people who have no empathy whatsoever and only thinking about themselves. And it's exhausting.
They're all gonna die.
They're all gonna
Sad
die,
little
and where's
lives.
the fucking money gonna go? Nowhere. It's just gonna.
Nowhere.
It's just gonna.
Their children are gonna fight over it and then kill each other.
Yeah, pretty
for
much.
Nothing.
Yep.
It's all digital anyway. I don't know. Whatever.
Bitcoin.
I think we should free.
Coin.
I think we should free all the lobsters from the supermarkets.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
That does sound
I feel
fun.
like I've had doubts about the human race's direction when I was a child and I saw that we treat lobsters that way. I was like, that's not... We're just publicly shoving those guys on top of each other where they're just pooping everywhere, and it's bad. The lobsters radicalized me, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you thinking about... Why aren't there lobster people in Fishman Island?
I don't know. If
Interesting.
I had superpowers, I would use them to free lobsters.
Speaking of crabs, did you see Sonic 3, Mike?
Yeah. Episode 558.
Sorry, crustaceans. Lobsters aren't crabs.
Yeah, I did see Sonic 3.
Yeah. You saw Sonic 3 the Hedgehog?
Sonic 3 the Hedgehog, episode
That's the movie name.
550.
That's the movie name. Did you know that?
Yeah, Sonic 3 the Hedgehog and Knuckles. Episode
558.
58. I called this one Incel Down, which I think is a joke I maybe already made.
You definitely already made that joke, but it's good every time. It's really good every time. I feel like we didn't finish our conversation about the end of the year, but we're just jumping right into this, but that's fine.
Oh, yeah, I just thought it would be funny because people expect me to talk about Sonic 3, and then I was just going to jump straight into the episode.
Sonic 3 the Hedgehog?
Gotta go fast. It's Sonic the Rewatch, baby. Do we even have to talk about this shit? There's a boat, it's going down, it's bad, Luffy's going to beat this guy up. That's the end. That's all that's happening.
That's it. That's the whole
Sonic
thing.
3 is so fucking good. Did you like it? You saw it.
I did.
What did you think?
I did see Sonic 3 the Hedgehog last night.
Yeah. What'd you think of it? Should we wait till the end to talk about this?
We could wait to the end. I will say, specifically about the title, the way they show the title, it says Sonic 3, then it says the Hedgehog. So that is how I referred to the movie.
That's fine.
It should be Sonic the Hedgehog 3, but it keeps being like Sonic 3, the Hedgehog.
I mean, on a lot of posters I've seen, it just says 3 with a character on it.
I know.
Because it's a good sequel.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, we'll talk. Do we want to like definitively say
know.
we'll talk about it later?
I feel like this reads as Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
No, when it comes on the screen, it goes Sonic 3, the Hedgehog, and it does that twice.
Gotcha.
It does it twice, and I was just like, why? Why is it? That's how it. Yeah.
Why not?
I'm just saying. Do you want to definitively say we're going to talk about Sonic after?
Yeah, we'll talk about Sonic. We'll talk about Sonic after we can get into
just
it.
As a little teaser, I think there should have been more Cream the Rabbit.
There was zero Cream the Rabbit. Spoilers.
Spoilers. No
Zero
Cream the
cream.
Rabbit.
Cream the Rabbit, noun. Fully noun. Cream, first name. Last name, the Rabbit.
The Rabbit. Yes.
We're not talking about the verb. The Rabbit.
Yeah.
Like
Oh God.
Cream
No.
the
Oh God. No. No.
It can be a confusing thing to bring
Yeah.
up to people who don't know.
Yep.
Cream the Rabbit from the Sonic GBA games, made by Dimps. Episode
I feel like Cream the Rabbit would also be a One Piece character name.
Yeah.
That does feel like. Is there anyone named Cream in One Piece? Should we look that up? Spoilers. One Piece character
hold on.
Cream.
I'm gonna spoil myself because I already know the ultimate spoiler. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Oh well, I'm not gonna. I saw a picture.
Zoro. And
There might be
Sanji
a cream.
kiss.
There might be a cream.
A person.
But Matt,
What?
I don't know when we're gonna see what I just saw,
Yeah.
but we're gonna fucking revel in whatever's going on there. We're gonna have a good time.
Oh, I can't
And
wait.
I think that'll be the next thing we don't stop talking about for a year.
Oh hell yeah! I hope it's a filler. I hope it's filler. I feel like the things we don't shut up about are always filler. Oh wait,
yeah.
I need to check. Yeah, can I just get back to just a second? So we started the year with Thriller Bark. This is what this is, everyone. You know, we started the year with Thriller Bark.
You know that Cream has a mom?
Hell yeah! No, I didn't. Then we went to Spa Island. Then we went to Saba Erodi.
Spa Island.
Then we had our special historical arc 2, Amazon Lily. We had Impelled Down. We had The Little East Blue. We watched Big World, Strong World.
Big oh, yep.
We had Marine Ford. We celebrated our 2-year anniversary. We had the daddiest of Baby Girls phonoglyphs and the erasure of Rob Lucci phonoglyphs.
Fuck that guy.
We did the first final phonoglyph, Return to Saba Odie fan letter, and now we've been in Fishman Island for so long.
We've been here. It's been up and down. I just don't care about Hody.
Yeah.
Horny?
Horny Jones.
Sorry. I think my roommate has read it, so he calls him Hody.
Yeah. Anyway, here we are. Honk, 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 honk. Honk, 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 honk. It's been 51 episodes since we last saw Buggy, D-Clown, D. Nefertari, Clown Prince of Alabasta.
I don't even remember who that is. It's been so long.
Warlord of the Sea. Mr. 3 Lover.
Is he a warlord now? Or
I'm pretty sure they confirmed he's a warlord.
I don't remember. It's been so long. We've been in Fishman Island. We've been underwater.
Yeah. We have.
So salty.
Oh, so salty. Anyway, episode 558. Here we are. Hello.
Man, Fukaboshi. More like I want to fuck a Boshi.
Fuck a Boshi. Yeah, we do. The ship of promise Noah's going to crash into Fishman Island.
Oh, Noah a-comin'.
Noah a-comin'. Horny's busting out some rocks because busting makes him feel good.
Yeah, I think Neptune freaks out because he's like, that wasn't supposed to move. This is bad. And then he tells the boys something.
Yes, he does. I want to talk about the ship of Noah, the Noah ship later. I have some speculations. Horny's back up. Luffy's like, wow, he got back up.
He punches Luffy in the head.
Yeah, and then Luffy's head goes like, "Whack," and you just see his body with shoulders, and you're like, oh no, did he punch his head off? No.
No. Because Horny Jones has no hockey and no bitches.
You got no hockey, no sticks, no ice, no skates.
Not like that guy from the Donna Dunkachino family. He had hockey.
He did. He had all.
And a lovely bride.
He did. He had his icy boo.
His icy boo.
Yeah.
I'll look at pictures of them while you explain what happened in this episode.
Yeah, that's fine. Luffy does armament hockey and makes his forehead armored, and he fucking gum bells Horny back. And then he does a bunch of stuff, and everyone's just like, oh my god, he's using armament hockey. Oh my goodness, that's such good observation hockey. That's my Jimby voice.
Yep, they're explaining what everything is.
Yep. The big ship starts nosing down towards Fishman Island, and the big baby falls off. Who we learn later, he's not a sea monkey. He's a big blowfish.
Yeah, he's a blowfish, fishman, giant guy.
A blowfishman.
Oh, that guy's name was Hakura.
Oh yeah, because hockey.
These are such good designs. They're so
Deccan's on the boat and he's just laughing. It seems at this point I was like, seems like a very easy problem to fix. And like I did appreciate then a bunch of the characters were like, oh great, just swim over there. But then she didn't for a while, and it was like, what are we doing here, Shirahoshi? What are we doing? Also,
I don't think she knows. I think this girl is in a constant state of fight or flight.
Oh, this is so exhausting to me as well because this stupid ship is moving so slow towards her. If she just swam up to it and touched it, it would stop moving, right? It's not like it's going to touch her and explode. Like, it's just going to touch her. Like, I don't understand why she doesn't just go over to it and put her hand on it, and it would stop moving.
Move it so it's not above the island, and then touch it gently.
And then she just touch it gently, and it'll stop moving.
That counts as getting hit.
I was like, it's not going to just explode on impact as soon as she touches it. I don't understand why this is such a big deal. Like, she's swimming.
Stop.
Like, her swimming faster away from it makes it go faster. It's like, just swim really slow.
Or like swim slow circles around it.
Yeah. Like, I don't just touch it and it'll stop moving. It'll hit its target.
How does the ship know what the front is?
That's a great question as well. I don't know.
How does the ship know what the front is?
I was a little grumpy about this whole ordeal. And then I'm jumping ahead. I don't understand fucking Deccan's powers, because isn't it when he touches someone they become the new Mark?
Mm-hmm.
So then he deliberately touches Horny Jones with his left hand.
His left hand, but his right hand is for Shirahoshi.
Oh, right.
Each hand gets a mark. That's why he's got a
Right.
Michael Jackson glove.
Right. Okay.
Much
All right.
like Michael Jackson, he loves the kids.
Yes. Jimby immediately figures out the
Allegedly.
situation, which I very much appreciated. Jimby's like, "Oh, I know what to do."
Yeah.
Deccan spells out love, LUV. That made me giggle.
Somewhere in here, everyone's like panicking because they see Noah coming down, and Robin is just like, I wonder if our blood will be enough to stain the sea red.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
I like that Robin's new thing is just to say the most morbid thing possible in a crisis.
I fucking love Robin so much. It's great. Fucking Shirahoshi's like, I know what to do. She's gonna save the island. She's just as brave as Momboshi.
Almost, but nobody's as brave as Momboshi.
This is true.
Dude, I'm.
Are you on the Momboshi train? Because he is.
Dude, yeah, I was never in disagreement with Momboshi, but I'm like fully Momboshi hyped. This dude is such a fucking badass and is accomplishing things nobody else can.
Yeah, he's so.
He yells
fucking
louder
good.
than the singing brother,
He does.
Ryoboshi.
Yeah, he's so good.
Ugh.
He's not classically trained by Ryoboshi, but he still yells louder.
I know. We got to get you a Momboshi like body pillow.
Oh God, yeah. This is where I was really mad, and I was like, "Why doesn't she just touch it and it'll stop moving?" Deccan's got a knife.
Yep. Throws it. Still kind of misses.
Yep. And then Luffy goes to go after Shirahoshi, and Sanji tries to, but then Luffy tells Sanji not to. And that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, MVP was thick bubbles.
Hell yeah,
That bubbles
thick
really
bubbles.
holding back that big ship.
Oh,
really
yeah.
well.
Oh yeah. My best dressed was Shirahoshi's bravery.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's nice.
I feel like not a lot of the action that happens in these episodes. We talked about this previously. A lot of the action could have been consolidated, I'm sure. And I'm sure that's what's happening with the new re-release of Fishman Island.
Yeah, but
'cause
they're also
it is-
like smearing everything with Vaseline.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's so. Do you think it's sticky? Do you think if you watch the new Fishman Island on your TV gets sticky?
Yeah, I watched one and it did get sticky. It's viscous. Is Momboshi worth $100 to you?
Maybe.
Okay.
Is there a
No,
good
this seems like
figure,
a
or is it a sexy figure?
This seems like a scam. It's a pre-order.
Is it a sexy figure?
I think it's one you've seen before, where his like nipples look like they're carved.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have nipples. He has circles where nipples would be.
I have. This one's pretty good. It's so early to be doing this. It's so early to be losing track.
It is very early.
It's
I mean, we
so
started
early.
off track. It is definitely
It's
very early.
so early.
We're only 20 minutes into this episode.
Totally true. Episode 559.
Ooh, look at him in that bag. Episode
Deccan
559.
keeps shipping himself with Shirahoshi.
Ooh.
There's probably a funnier way to phrase that, but I didn't care. How was it? Couldn't be bothered.
Couldn't be bothered, no way. This guy's just raw dogging the flan over here.
Dude, I would fuck up some flan right now.
That's what happens when
Some flan.
you watch Fishman Island remaster. You get flan all over your screen.
Oh, Shirahoshi's running, swimming. She's swimming. There's a bunch of fishmen narrating exactly what's happening.
Yep.
Luffy gets launched, and Sanji's like, I have to hit him exactly the right trajectory, and he does. It's like exactly the amount of force, or else he'll die, or something, and it's not really an issue at all.
I feel like there's these moments in these episodes where stuff like that is said, but then there's no stakes to it at all. They're like, oh, I have to do this thing perfectly, and then they just do it. And I'm like, okay.
It's like, we
Well, why
know
would
you're
we-
not going to struggle with this. You don't have to pretend.
Like,
It's
why do we
fine.
need to talk about this? It's the same, like, later with the whole, like, big bubble that the, like, bubble gate guards are making to shoot at the ship. And they're like, we only have one shot to shoot this at it. And it's like, well, it's a big bubble. So if you just shoot it at the ship, it's gonna go in the bubble.
Yeah.
It's gonna go in the bubble. Do you
Maybe
need to
it
make
won't.
such a
Maybe it
big
won't.
deal about it?
Maybe it won't.
I guess.
Maybe Horty's gonna bite it with his teeth.
Ooh. Well, Luffy took one set. Spoilers.
He did. I hope that comes back into play. Luffy bubbles himself. He gets onto the chain, but it like immediately gets shredded by Horty Jones, who's also climbing up the chain.
He's on the chain. And who else is on the chain?
What is going on?
A bunch of random Fishman Island people are also on the chain trying to stop the ship.
Right. Luffy gets a... Has that happened yet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He lands on the chain. The merfolks try to do it, and then Horty just starts attacking the merfolk for no reason. He's like, yeah, you guys suck.
Yep.
Because he's stupid. Then Luffy bubbles up. It gets shredded by Horty. Mm-hmm. He gets some hits in, and then Fukaboshi. Fuck it at Boshi. Comes and saves the day.
Horny and Luffy are fighting here, and then Horny does like a really sensual licking of his lips, like a freak. I did not like it at all. I really is a freak. Like. He really is.
Horty is every man on the internet who admires the Joker.
Specifically the Joker, the movie The Joker, or just the Joker in general?
They're like, yeah, no, the Joker knows what's up. He understands. Right? Like they're like,
we live in a society.
Yeah, he's really we live in a society, but they've never had to deal with the implications of the society.
Oh, interesting.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Maybe they lack empathy.
Do you think Horty Jones lacks empathy, Matt?
I'm pretty sure he does, because he literally says later that he feels nothing towards people and wants to be incredibly cruel to them. So yes, I would say he feels a lack of empathy. Maybe he had a small amount, like the smallest amount for Arlong, specifically Arlong, and then that was it. Yeah,
he's definitely a bit of a bastard.
A bastard.
He gets a big knife that he had somewhere, and then he gets a little. It's like his little.
He shoves it on his back.
Yeah, because his fin wasn't big enough, and he needed to compensate.
Yeah. Proud of him.
Shirahoshi. What?
He's not hiding. He's not hiding. You know, he's just doing his best.
He's. I don't know that he is.
It's true.
Shirahoshi has a flashback to a few minutes ago when all the merfolk were helping with the ship, and is like
a bunch of this shit. A bunch of this shit
and her
keeps
have
happening.
the back and forth. What?
A bunch of this shit keeps happening where it's just like, we need to flash back to minutes ago and tell you things we talked about, and it's like, well, why didn't you just tell us in order?
We get one that's later, that's a flashback to earlier that day, and it's like
in
the context of the story, it's like 5 minutes prior to what's happening. It's like, what do you mean early?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like technically, yeah.
It just they keep doing these like, oh, surprise, and I was like, what are we? I don't know if it's like Oda trying to like be like, ooh, I'm trying to like subvert your expectations, but it's like, no, I already am expecting this. Why are you now?
Well, I think the order of stuff that happens in like the manga is completely different from the order that it happens in the anime. It like gets jumbled around a lot. So, and there's definitely some weird pacing stuff that's happening here.
It's just very interesting. I was just like, they just did this already.
I feel like it would be, I hope they get to the point where if they know that they're gonna need filler, like I think the intense action climax stuff should max be like 5 to 6 episodes, right? Of like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Give me a filler episode where it's Papa Gussie and Brooke go shopping for an entire episode. That's fine. We're going to enjoy that. That's okay. And we're not going to be like, why have we been swimming for 10 episodes? Like Marineford, it was like, how many times can these guys run forward and charge into battle? It's like they've gone 10 feet for like a year. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's very funny.
Anyway, Dekken and Shirahoshi have the whole back and forth where he's like, if you just say yes, it'll be fine. And she's like, sorry, you're not my type. So he throws a bunch of knives at her. And who shows up but Ryoboshi and Mamboshi? Saving her.
Specifically Mamboshi. Specifically Mamboshi.
Mamboshi
blocks all those knives.
Fukaboshi is just a cool dude helping Luffy out.
Specifically Mamboshi saves the day. Ryoboshi's just there.
He is just there. I like them both, though. I do enjoy them both. I don't want to discredit Ryoboshi.
No, I do like them both, but Mamboshi's doing the bulk of the work.
But you know, like Mamboshi's like the real down-to-earth one. Like when Fukaboshi, who's like got to be the leader, is having a rough day, he goes to Mamboshi to be like, I don't know what to do, man. And he's like, don't worry, you've got this.
Yeah. And Ryoboshi helps lift spirits for everyone and also is helpful, but also has a lot of anxiety. So Mamboshi, being the middle brother, takes on the ability to like step up, be like, I take care of this because I don't want you to have to worry about this.
He's like the heart.
He's the heart. Fukaboshi's got a lot of like, he's got the weight of all the pressure of society on him that he's got to like maintain face. Mamboshi doesn't have to put on a face. He's just got to be himself and be brave. We love Mamboshi. He's the best of us.
I can't wait. I hope your resolution for 2025 is to write a Boshi brother fanfic where they are just living their lives, you know.
I want to write a Boshi brother fanfic where the three of them are recording a live podcast on a red carpet for a Broadway musical, and the three of them are trying to ask questions, but they're all really scared. But then Mamboshi keeps asking the questions because the other two are too nervous and freaked out.
Oh man, I love Mamboshi and me. It's my favorite podcast.
My favorite Mamboshi and me.
My Boshi and me.
Yeah. And their dad, Clint Neptune.
Leroy. Mick Boshi. What the fuck were we talking about? Shirahoshi starts swimming up. Fukaboshi. I just wrote Fukaboshi is a bro. I don't know what I'm talking about there. Hardy has the fin extender on, and Luffy and Fuka are heading to Noah, and then Hardy rushes to go to Deck, and he's like, I can deal with Straw Hat whenever. I'm gonna go kill Vanderdecken now.
Yeah.
And Fukaboshi's like, I've got a plan. Let's let him do that because he's clearly up to something. So let's go connive and plot ourselves. Yeah. And then they're gone for a while. And then it's Vanderdecken on the ship and just Horty Jones in shadow with like glowing eyes, like horror movie style. Mm-hmm. And Deccan's like, oh, hell yeah, brother. What's going on? How you doing? Everything's going great. I'm loving what's happening right now. Throwing a boat at this underage girl that I love. Yeah. And Horty reasonably stabs Deccan.
With a harpoon.
With a harpoon.
A red harpoon.
It's the...
That's it.
Do I want to say that?
What?
I don't know. How do you feel about the word?
The three tangs of the poon went through
the only Deccan. Poon Deccan's getting. All right.
The three tangs of the poon went right through.
MVP is Shirahoshi's cardio regiment.
My best dressed was Deccan with a harpoon through his chest.
Mm-hmm. You love to see it.
We love to see it. It's a good time. That creep needed to get tanked by the poon.
I don't have anything to add to that. Episode 5.
Episode 560, baby.
We're going to talk. We're only 30 minutes in, Matt. We're cruising.
We have 4 more episodes to talk about. And Sonic.
Episode 560, Nuru versus Zoro. The clash we've all been waiting for.
Nuru's his name?
Yeah.
Oh.
I liked him. How did you feel about him?
I'm fine. I feel fine.
Yeah.
He's just he's a sword boy who just loves sorting. So it's very much in the same vein as like fucking Kaku pasta machining, where he's like, oh yeah, we both got swords. Let's just fucking sort it up. Or like, what's his name? who fought Zoro at Thriller Bark. Like, it's all just like, oh yeah, I fucking love fighting swords. We get to finally fight with swords now.
Zoro's like got like they all see their like quest lines, and he's always got the sub quest of like fight sword boy.
Yeah,
and he's just like they're like a Highlander. Like there can only be
there can only be one. Yeah,
yeah. So there'll just occasionally be a guy who's like, I'm also a swordsman. I have legally we have to fight.
Or Jet Li's the one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or
like every time they kill another swordsman, they get stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt anticlimactic about this sword fight, though. I don't know. It didn't hit as good for me as other sword fights that Zoro has been swording.
Because this guy didn't even stand a chance. He wasn't on the level. You know?
He wasn't even announcing his moves.
I don't want to backseat write a story, but I feel like the arc after everyone gets really strong would have been perfect to have like a long ring, long land type setup. Not like a games, but like let them go body some people. Which I guess is a bad example because I think the hardest Luffy has ever fought in a fight was against Foxy.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think they are kind of bodying
they are,
all
but
of
it's
these
like
people.
Weird because it's so like I genuinely think Horty should have, after like the second time he got punched by Luffy, that should have been it. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
If that was it? Like he's just done.
It kind of was until he just keeps popping more pills.
Yeah. Well, his heart's going to give out at some point.
For sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, after the last episode we watched for today.
Also,
hey, everyone, we watched 558 to 563 for today. We didn't tell you what episodes, but it's fine.
I think we should be more mysterious about it.
Ooh, it's the end of the year, everyone. What are we watching today?
Anyway, Decken touches Horty. Horty wants to destroy the island now. He's like, actually, let's destroy everybody. Fuck this. And I'm going to start with you. And Deccan's like, that sounds great. Mm-hmm. He throws an axe at some point.
He tosses a little axe, baby.
Yeah, and then Horty just hits him with it.
Yeah, I think it comes at him and then he just ducks.
Yeah, and then Horty just goes after Shirahoshi. He's like, now I'm going to kill that one, which I was like, why? And then I remembered why, because she can summon the Sea Kings, which I imagine is what's going to happen to stop the ship. Right, a Sea King's going to come and it's going to move Noah out of the way. Right.
I would imagine there's a certain amount of chains that are hanging off of that boat, and I'm sure that same amount of Sea Kings is going to show up, and they're just going to attach one chain per Sea King, and they're just going to bring the ship back. I would imagine. Just a thought.
The Sea Kings are written on the wall. I don't think we're getting a lot of surprises with this one, and that's okay.
That's okay. I'm not looking
mad
to get surprised. It just feels like, I don't know what it feels like. It's just interesting.
I don't know.
I don't like that it's like trying, it's like, oh, look at this. We surprised you by like Luffy and Fukaboshi actually were talking to these guys this whole time and had a plan. And I'm just like,
we know.
You don't need to try to like surprise me and reveal it. Just show it to me and I'll accept it and enjoy the show.
They could show it at the time it happens and we'd be fine.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be like, oh, that was smart of them to do that. Cool. Like, instead of being like, this was happening 3 minutes ago.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it? Whoa.
It's trying a little bit hard. I have a question.
Can you believe that the Straw Hats went and saved Zoro and Brook and Usopp with the Sunny? I can't believe it. Anyway.
Do you think, how do you think Horty Jones is swimming? Because whenever they show him swim, he's just like straight, like not moving limbs.
And he's just somehow moving.
He's got like jet bubbles after him, like he's Iron Man. And I imagine he's got to be like wiggling just his feet so fast that he's swimming.
No.
Do you think he's got like little jet boosters coming out of like?
No, I think he's been taking a lot a lot of drugs, and it's giving him the shits. So he's just farting. He's just farting up a storm, and it's just shooting him forward.
All right.
I think
this is why you come to us. You get the answers you've been looking for.
Yeah, that is the truth. He's just,
Horty grabs.
He's like, if they actually could record the sound in the water, it would just be like.
I can't wait to hear that in editing.
It's good. Did it not come through to you?
No, none of it. I just saw you go like wiggling your hands. Are you still doing it? I can't.
No, I stopped.
Okay.
None of it broke mic levels, so hey.
Well, hi, that's good. Don't
great.
break my levels.
I'm not gonna break your levels. I'm gonna horny your Jones.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I love getting my Joneses hornied.
Ooh, Luffy does a new fun move here.
Yeah, so Horty grabs Shirahoshi, Luffy, and Fukaboshi arrive, and then he like wiggles his arm out and does a gum snake shot where he grabs his heart, I think.
He gives him the claw.
Yeah,
he gives him the claw. We get a bunch of like lightning bolts across the screen, and he does it. It's just like, God.
Yeah, and Horty hates it.
He hates it so much. He's like, "Oh no, you're pinching my nerves here, buddy."
Yeah. We cut downstairs to Watatsumi getting some drugs. He punches. I think he beats up the Kraken, and then he goes to punch Jimby, but Jimby's like, "Nah, motherfucker," and Fishman karate kicks his like ring finger so hard that Watatsumi comes to.
He does a 7,000 bricks roundhouse kick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. He's so good. And is it this? No. In a later episode, we find out that Robin thinks that Jimby is handsome.
Yeah. Because he is.
He is.
He's very handsome.
That's the ship that nobody's talking about. Robin slaps the shit out of a bunch of pirates with big arms.
Oh, yeah. Giant arm slaps.
We spend like 10 minutes watching that sword octopus dude
Yep.
crunch on steroids, and it's a really satisfying sound.
It is.
It reminds me of like
Foley,
Pez.
The Foley work was great.
Yeah, it sounds like when you're chewing on Pez.
Do you think they actually just chewed on Pez?
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, I know the exact candy we need for this.
That's what I imagine doing all these pills is like you just have a handful of Pez and you just...
Oh.
Do you want to... Oh, man, Matt, can we do that? Just like
yeah.
for fun? Get like a shit ton of Pez and just like until there's a pile in our hand and just try to eat them as much as possible.
It'll hurt my teeth, but I'll do it for the podcast.
Is it good for the... It's probably not good for the gout, but...
It's fine.
No, we're not doing... This isn't for the podcast. This is for us.
Well, I was going to say maybe for the finale of Fishman Island, we can crunch
do a bunch
some
of steroids.
We can crunch some Pez.
Do you want to do a bunch of steroids for the finale of Fishman Island?
Yeah, we could do that.
I haven't had back knee in a long time, so I want to experience that again.
I don't know the last time I did steroids.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Well, isn't like a inhaler technically a steroid if you've got like...
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's doing steroids.
All right, you want to do
you
some
mean
inhalers?
Do you mean like
performance
human
enhancing.
growth hormone steroids
yeah.
like
yeah
fucking?
I want us to get big because we just eat the pills and then we get big. That's how it works. You don't have to do anything else.
Should we do Ozempic for the podcast?
Do you want to do a cocktail, Ozempic and steroids?
I feel like this is a bad conversation to be having. Everyone's perfect the way they are. We're just joking about doing it for the podcast. I feel like that would change our dynamic, and I don't know if people would like that.
We wouldn't fit into the camera frames when we talk to each other because we'd be so big.
We'd just be so big. We'd bring the boom like the Costco guys.
I still don't think I understand the Costco guys.
And then I wouldn't be able to go in any body of water because then I'd just be like Horty Jones and I'd just be like farting up a storm, propelling myself forward. So wouldn't be able to do it.
Patrick Swayze in the SpongeBob movie? Not
Yep.
Patrick Swayze. What's his
Who
name?
is it? Who is it? It's not Patrick Swayze.
It's the
Who is it? It's a man. It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's not as hot as Patrick Swayze. He's not as big as Arnold.
He did
Knight Rider.
He did
Knight Rider.
He did the theme song for Kung
Knight
Fury.
Rider.
Not Kung Fury. Yeah,
Knight Rider.
Kung Fury.
Oh,
Kung
can
Fury?
I Google it? Am I allowed to Google it? No, I can't.
Do you want to? Do you want his? He was on Baywatch.
I know who it is. I can't think of his name though.
I can. Do you want me to give you a hint
Give me a letter.
for first name or last name?
I don't know. Just either. Don't tell me which one it is.
H.
He was at the Berlin Wall when it was taken down.
Yeah, his last name has 3 syllables.
I know. Why is this so hard?
His
I can only think of the name Patrick Swayze, Matt.
His first name is David
Hasselhoff.
Yeah,
David Hasselhoff.
yeah.
Jesus. That's like one of 5 actors I know. Damn.
Whoa,
The other 5 are Patrick Swayze.
all of them. Who would you
miss him,
cast?
Matt.
Who would you cast
Patrick Swayze.
Who would you cast David Hasselhoff as in Fishman Island?
Patrick Swayze.
Who would you cast Patrick Swayze as in
Mamboshi.
Hell yeah! Actually, fucking hell yeah! I think no, I think Patrick Swayze would be Ryaboshi, and then David Hasselhoff could be Fukaboshi.
And then Arnold is... No, I think... Well, okay, who would be Mamboshi?
Mamboshi. I'm thinking of like beefy people, like real beefy boys.
Would Mamboshi be Arnold?
No, I think King Neptune would be Arnold.
Oh, you think?
He'd be like,
I'm talking about these guys in their
Welcome to
prime.
Fishman
This is like-
Island.
this is
My
one-
name is
One
King
Piece and-
Neptune. Straw hats. my daughter, she's Princess Shirahoshi in the hard shell taco chamber.
The daughter is played by Shirahoshi's played by I got nothing funny for that one.
I can't not be in the hard shell chamber, or else I'll kill humans.
Do you think
My
Zoro is
wife,
more-
Otohime.
My wife.
My wife, Otohime.
Do you think Zoro is more of a Swayze or a Hasselhoff?
Swayze.
Really?
Oh no, Hasselhoff. Simply based off of the body of Hasselhoff in the the first SpongeBob movie with his enormous chest.
So
Definitely
then Sanji would be the Swayze.
Do you just want David Hasselhoff and Patrick Swayze to kiss? Is this what you want?
Sure, why not? I think Patrick Swayze can do better, but
He's got that little
I love Patrick Swayze.
yeah, little Patrick
Did you see Tu Wong
Swayze.
Fu?
No.
Oh, John Leguizamo would play Mamboshi.
Ah, hell
big
yeah.
John Leguizamo.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And then, okay, Tu Wong Fu. So Patrick Swayze would be Ryaboshi. John Leguizamo would be Mamboshi, and then Wesley Snipes would be Fukaboshi.
Ooh.
That's
okay.
the trio. That's the fucking trio right there.
And then for the minister of the left and the minister of the right, it's just both Bob Hoskins.
You know, my ideal casting for Whitebeard would be Bob Hoskins.
Yeah.
They're just a big Bob Hoskins.
Just specifically Bob Hoskins from Hook.
Just Bob Hoskins specifically from that black and white photo of him like leaning over,
Oh, hell yeah.
shirtless. I'm
Hell
looking
yeah.
at pictures of Bob Hoskins. Where were we in this episode?
Why
Why did Sammy beats up a
I got
crack
this.
and
I got
Jinbei
this.
beats him up? Okay.
Zoro's fighting people. Nuru's got swords. He's drunk. And That's it. That's all I got.
Bob Hoskins in Who Framed Roger Rabbit is
Best dressed is Zorro.
my.
We're going off. Hey, everyone, it's the
Hey.
end of the year. Give us a break, okay? We love you. Next year, we're bringing the heat.
We're losing it. It's tired.
We're always
Work's
bringing
been
the
tough.
heat.
It's been a long.
We don't need to make excuses. They know. They love us.
They know.
We love
they've
you.
Been here. They've been listening the whole time. Those little freaks.
Hey, motherfunners, you should pop off in the Discord, link in the description, or send us a transponder snail. How do you feel about Fishman Island? I feel like people are usually like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, Marineford. Oh yeah, Impel Down, fuck yeah. But like, I feel like not a lot of people have told us their thoughts or their feelings about Fishman Island. And I'd like to know.
I feel like, well, it's like, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. You know, I think it might just be like a really like tepid arc.
Yeah, I feel like we had we really had the heat this year. We love Thriller Bark.
We've expended a lot of energy and we're coming down.
We were really fucking loving Thriller Bark, and then after that we had fucking goddamn Saba Odie right into fucking Marineford or Impel Down and Marineford. Fucking, it's been a high of a year for us.
Yeah.
And you know, what are we gonna?
Sorry, I'm looking at pictures of Bob Hoskins.
Okay, anything good?
Just him with just that tie on and that scene in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
You should.
If you look at that picture and you don't think that's the sexiest male who's ever been alive on this planet, you're fucking crazy.
You should just draw that, but then put Foxy's head on him.
Oh my god, if I could get Bob Hoskins Foxy, Matt, I would shit my pants on stage.
You can't though, because
at the Super Bowl.
He's left.
I know.
Love,
but if I could, I would shit my pants on stage at the Super Bowl halftime show.
Kendrick Lamar would be so upset with you
in front of Kendrick Lamar. On Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar's just trying to perform, and then you just dragging Bob Hoskins dressed as Silver Fox Foxy on stage, and you're like, "Look!" And then you.
Oh man. Okay, where are we? What happened? Oh, my MVP was Zorro when he gets really horny for swords.
Yeah, always.
He's just like, I've been looking for a good fight. Yeah, I love those octopus swords are so good.
Those I don't like how you said octopus.
No, I didn't mean
that.
I didn't even
that
mean to
octopus. Do it. I hated that. I hated that a lot. Give me that octo. Gross. All right, episode 561.
561. Can't suck a skeleton.
Can't suck a skeleton.
Yeah.
Deccan's not dead. He's still kind of alive.
A little bit. Sure hope he doesn't fall over.
I don't understand.
My first note is Mamboshi is a genius and immediately figures out exactly what's happening with Noah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, it's right above Fishman Island. It's going to destroy Fishman Island. We have to figure out how to deal with this.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
He's a genius.
He's fucking on top of it.
Yeah.
Too powerful.
Sanji fights a big baby, gives it kicks. Nami then does a bunch of climate tact work, making big clouds and bubbles come out. She's the original STEM influencer. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, magic!" And she's like, "It's not magic, it's science."
Nom 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 nom. Nami, the science girl.
Exactly.
Do you think Nami's first name is Bill? Bill Nami?
Bill Nami, the science girl.
Gal.
No.
You can keep going.
No.
There's a squid guy. Zio grabs Nami.
Fishman, I don't remember the name of him. I can never remain. The Glorpy
Zio?
Fishman of it. Zio. Oh, yeah, Zio. Yeah. Zio Absaloms. And then grabs Nami.
Zio does a thing in this episode that made me like Zio.
Is it when he gets stomped on his head And he goes,
And he
I
says-
just headbutted you so hard.
Yeah, I just headbutted the bottom of your foot. My secret technique. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this guy's all right.
Fucking guy goes to hit Nami, but then Brooke jumps in there, and then while he's like about to get hit, he's like, "Can you show me your panties?" Fucking robot Frankie rolls up, does a punch.
I like that he rolls up. He's like, what's the point of having a giant robot if nobody's going to fight you? And then he sees the squid guy and he's like, you're an officer, right? And then just punches him really hard.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then he's like, who are you? And he's like, I'm Frankie.
Yeah,
He's like, I don't know who that is.
yeah. This is where we
Really
get the Zeo moment where he's just like, I did my forceful soul technique where I headbutted your foot.
It's really good. Really good.
Chopper
I'm
continues.
Google Zeo hentai real quick.
Do it. I hope we get Power Rangers.
No, Google, don't.
Did you just? Hey Google, search hentai porn Zeo.
No, it's gonna.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, my sister. If you're listening to
whoops.
this episode,
I blame Mike.
I didn't say it.
You kind of did it first. Chopper's tunneling along, which is very exciting. And then he hops out, and he's like, I made all these tunnels. The guy's down there, and Usopp's like, great. And then he explodes the insides of the tunnel, and then we get a quick flash of Miss Merry Christmas from Alabasta, and Usopp's just like, we've dealt with something like this before. Then all of the officers of the Fishman Pirates all do drugs. And we get like everyone facing off. They've got their own. Each of the Straw Hats have their own opponents, which is great. Mamboshi, Ryoboshi, so smart, but they get slapped. Then finally, as they're shouting, Shirahoshi figures it out. She's like, "Oh, I need to stop flying, or not flying. I need to stop swimming up, because every time I swim up, it's just making the ship get higher above the island, which could cause more damage. I need to swim to the side. Wow, what a concept." So then she starts doing that. And as she starts doing it, Horty's like, "Oh, I gotta stop." But then Mamboshi and Ryoboshi get in the way. And then at that point, Dekken is preparing another axe to try to hit Horty with it. But then he dies. Dekken dies.
Well, I think he just knocks himself out.
Who's to say?
I think if they're going to kill him, it's going to be very definitive.
But does that stop? If he's just knocked out, his powers stop? I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, he knocks out and his powers stop.
We're playing fucking Calvin Ball. I know
I
there's
don't fucking know.
rules to One Piece, but it's Calvin Ball, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
we come from Dragon Ball. The rules are loose.
It's not Dragon Ball rules, it's Calvin Ball. Does everyone know Calvin Ball? Hey, everyone, if you're not familiar with the concept of Calvin Ball, there's a comic called Calvin and Hobbes about
By
young
Bill Watterson.
Yep, about a
Bill
young
Watterson.
boy and his stuffed animal tiger named Hobbes, who to him is real, but to other people is just stuffed animal. And there's the concept.
He's schizophrenic.
Yes, exactly. But we love him and we cherish him and we support him through his.
Not to make a joke about schizophrenia.
No, we're supportive of Calvin. And anyone for that matter. It's okay. It's just part of life, you know. Anyway,
It is.
Calvin and Hobbes hanging out. Calvin plays Calvin Ball. Calvin and Hobbes play Calvin Ball, which is essentially a baseball-esque football, lacrosse, soccer. It's a little bit of everything, but it's you make the rules up as you go. Is the whole idea of Calvin Ball? Is there's no set rules. You make the rules. We make our own luck.
So yeah,
As they say, you make your own luck.
So when you're playing Calvin Ball,
as they say, someone's going to get it. Someone's going to get that. You're welcome.
When you make your own luck. Is that from something?
You make your own luck.
What is that from?
It's from Lost.
No, fuck off.
It's from one of the best episodes.
Lost is your Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's from one of the best episodes of Lost ever, Michael.
Which one?
It's from the episode Trisha Tanaka is Dead, where a reporter
What number is that?
I think it's season 3, episode 17? Perhaps?
Okay.
I think. A reporter named
watch...
Trisha Tanaka gets hit by a meteor. It's fucking hilarious.
Matt?
And then they get an old van running and there's old beer in it, and they drink with a skeleton. It's a great time. And Three Dog Night plays, and it's a Shambhala. It's a good time.
The fuck is Lost?
It's the best show in the whole world.
All right, I'm gonna watch Ted Lasso and then I'll watch Lost.
No, you won't.
Okay, I'll watch Ted Lasso.
Live, believe. All right, cool. Anyway, best dressed Usopp with his confidence.
Usopp with his confidence. What are we talking about? Horn Cannon Elf?
Huh?
Did we go past that? Where are we past that? That was the last episode. Where are we?
Hey everyone, this I
lost the plot when you explained Lost.
I was gonna take an edible before we started recording because I thought it would be funny as like time went on and it started kicking in. I forgot, but I feel like I took an edible because
I also feel that. I mean, I've had like a drink, but I'm not.
I am
really
stone cold sober right now, and I just feel like my brain is all over the place.
Okay, so Dosen's there. He's attacking Usopp, but Chopper comes and hits Dosen with the Horn Cannon Elf.
Yes. Yeah.
And then Usopp nukes the tunnels, and they had practice on Alabasta. That's a callback.
I did talk about that.
Yes. And that now where are we?
I said all this already. Mamboshi and Ryoboshi.
Okay, I feel like you didn't say Horn Cannon Elf.
I didn't say Horn Cannon Elf, but I said pretty much what happens for the rest of the episode.
I just feel like you remembered other special moves, but not Horn Cannon Elf.
It's true. I did not remember Horn Cannon Elf. I was not paying attention at the time of the declaration of Horn Cannon Elf.
Okay, I don't even know if that's what the move's called.
I feel like you're just making up the idea of Horn Cannon Elf. Because
I just Googled Horn Cannon Elf and I can't find.
What is elf? Why would he?
I don't know. I swear to fucking God.
Why would it be called Horn Cannon Elf?
I searched Horn Cannon Elf and I got a Wikipedia article.
Why would Chopper's move be Horn Cannon Elf? So he shoots something out of his horn cannons and then he turns into an elf?
He just headbutts them.
Yeah, as an elf though?
I don't.
Or he just like punches him and he's just like, bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. And then he headbutts him.
Yeah. I think that's what. I think that's what it is. It's he hits somebody with Horn Cannon Elf, and they have to watch. They see the entirety of the movie Elf. Flash before their eyes.
They go through the 7 levels of the candy cane forest.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It's true. Do you think Oda just took... Never mind.
What?
You think Oda has seen Elf?
Yeah. Twice.
Nice.
Like in a row.
That was so good. I'm going to watch that again. That's fair. That's fine. The first time I watched Kung Fury, I watched it 3 times in a row.
3 times?
Yeah, I mean, it's only half an hour long, but like I watched it 3 times in a row. I watched it once and went, I don't believe that just happened. And then I watched it again. And then I was like, well, the person I was with, I was just like, I got to show you this right now. We're going to watch it right now. And then we watched it a 3rd time. It's still great. Good every time.
Good. I watched it once.
Triceracop? Barbariana?
I'm trying to look up that I didn't make this.
Thor, check out my pecs.
I'm sorry. I got. Hold on. I'm looking up that I didn't make this shit up.
Hey everyone, this is a One Piece podcast. Mike and I are all over the fucking place today.
We are losing the plot. Yes.
It all
Horn Cannon Elf, which is what they call it, which is originally called Kakuho Elf, which literally means Horn Cannon 11.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Is elf just short for 11?
Elf in this case is German for 11.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Chopper German?
Yes.
Is that his country of origin?
I would say yes. Maybe he ate the human fruit German version.
It's true. When he transforms, he looks like all Germans. He's Canadian, is his country, is what Oda intended.
Interesting. So why elf? Well, anyway, I already gave my best dress for this episode.
I don't think elf...
I think we should move on to the next episode, 562. Hey everyone, if you're enjoying this chaotic motherfucking podcast episode, please join the Discord link in the description. Let us know, and also fucking send us a transponder snail at funpiecepodcast@gmail.com.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's elf and it's wolf. Dryzen. I don't know why 11 and 12 have different words.
Happy New Year. What do you mean 11 and 12 have different words? They're different words.
It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. Then elf.
Elf.
Zwölf, Dryzen. Because, like, Dryzen is like 310.
Yes. I know.
Right? Vierzen, Fünfzen. And then it continues to Zwanzig.
Zwanzig.
And then... 21.
21. 22.
Why is elf in there?
23.
The elf doesn't come up again.
It's fine.
I took a little bit of German in high school.
I took German in college. Das ist der Hammer. I wish we were still using songs or copyrighted songs for the end of the podcast, because there's a really great one called Das ist der Hammer. It's a good one. Yeah. My German professor, part of class is we would sing the lyrics to. There was a couple of German a cappella groups that she really liked, so we would sing the lyrics along with the recordings during class.
There's a German band I used to listen to in high school called Wir sind Helden, which is We Are Heroes. They're good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm remembering now that you talked about Decken dying, and I realized you got to the end of the episode, and I backtracked a lot. It just really set us in a spiral. My MVP was the Squidbeard kid.
The Squidbeard kid?
Yeah, because all the kids are like, we're not leaving, or whatever. That doesn't happen yet, but I saw him and I liked him. Episode 562?
I'm trying to remember. I'm on a tangent now. I need to stop. 562, yeah.
Episode 5. We're going to say we're on episode 562.
Sorry. I can't. You know that song? I throw my hands up in the air sometimes. Say it. Yeah. There was a German version of that that we would sing. And it was great. It was like, Swanson. Anyway, moving on. 562.
562. Title, Momboshi.
Momboshi.
Spoilers. MVP, Momboshi.
Fuck yeah.
I don't even know if he does anything in this one.
Fukaboshi does way more in this episode, actually. Fukaboshi does so much in this episode.
I was just thinking about how much I liked Momboshi from the last episode. I titled this one before I watched the episode.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, actually, Momboshi does some cool shit in this one, too.
Yeah. Centuries ago, Fishman Island agreed to keep Noah safe. For some reason, we don't know why. Then Luffy immediately is like, I'm going to fuck that shit up. What? Were you raising your hand?
Yes,
I
was.
Raising your hand?
I was raising my hand.
We've never done that before.
I mentioned earlier on the podcast that I had some thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fukaboshi says
right.
that King Neptune was like, we need to keep this ship safe from centuries ago. It's been hidden and it's been kept safe for a very specific reason. They don't know what that is yet.
Century. Oh, the Void Century.
The Void Century.
The Void Century.
Poneglyphs. Void Century poneglyphs. The name of the ship, coincidentally, Noah. Noah, in the biblical sense, also made a big giant ship called an ark. That was a way to fucking put on, transport two of every fucking species or
the
whatever.
Celestial dragons?
No, fuck the celestial dragons.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be a safe haven when the world fucking gets flooded. Do you think that the Void Century, someone was like, fucking maybe it's all like this crazy biblical stuff and like the because we haven't like talked about it. It seems like there's not a giant land. There's only the red line, which is like the only land on the whole fucking world, right? And the rest of it's basically ocean with like little mini islands.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what happened.
What?
And if this is correct, it's gonna be so fucking hype, and people are gonna be like, "Oh shit, he predicted it." Before White Beard, centuries ago. This is before anyone we've encountered.
The Void
right?
Century. The Void Century.
The Void Century. There had to be another user of the earthquake fruit that Whitebeard had.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Someone so powerful, maybe a giant.
Maybe a giant.
Right? There were giant. They're like what Ors is.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine someone that big.
Ooh.
Right? Controlled by the original Celestial Dragons, the original world government. And they realized if like there's this huge landmass, it was the world was unified and they couldn't get power because everyone was working together. So what they did is they smushed that and formed it to divide the world into the red line.
Ooh.
And then formed the Grand Line, which may be artificial, right? They like somehow found a way to get all the Sea Kings there. Like they did all this tectonic movement, which was causing mass flooding, so they had to put people on this.
Yeah.
So that's how it's all related. And then Luffy is going to undo it, and he's going to destroy the thing that separates all the oceans.
So do you think maybe like the new world sea is like a higher altitude that like the Grand Line and the other oceans are? So if it goes down, if that is broken by the land, that the water level is going to raise up a bunch of areas. So then the big boats there to get all the people from the islands that are going to flood in the future.
Yeah.
To keep them safe.
Yeah. I wonder who that, because like how far do we go back in history when they like talk about stuff?
I mean,
I feel like we just get Gold Roger and how he affected things.
That's usually like only we do, but then like they've mentioned the Void Century.
Yeah,
but like
I guess
we don't
the furthest
know what
back would be who is the guy with Skypiea?
Skypiea?
Yeah, like
Mont
Skypiea
Blanc
flashback
Cricket?
stuff.
Or Mont Blanc Noland?
That's probably the furthest we've gone back in history.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But it's not centuries, though. That's only like a century, maybe.
Yeah. Or we don't know much about the deep history yet.
Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm thinking it's a big boat that's being saved for when shit starts going down with water flooding.
A boat is a good thing to have
in
that
boat.
situation. A big boat. We're already here.
We're already in it. It's a big arc, baby. That's why it's called Noah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Luffy wants to destroy it. Yep. And then Fukaboshi's like, nah, wait a sec. I want to go check on Dekken. And then what happens? Fucking Horny's coming in and he's going to do a big punch, but who stops it? Who stops that punch? It's
Boshi. He's going to go punch
Boshi.
Hirohoshi. Boshi blocks it.
Because he's the fucking best. Mom Boshi.
And then Luffy punches Horny Jones into Noah.
That was, Horny
after
bites,
he gets bit.
He gets bit by Horny Jones, and then he punches him to the point where literally Horny Jones' teeth stay in Luffy and his whole body flies away. Which was crazy. And then what does Horny do? He makes his teeth come back, and then he uses his big back fin sword, and he cuts the bubble that's around Noah, the ship.
Yep. Fukaboshi asks, he's going to focus on Horny Jones. He asks Shirahoshi to stay near Noah and watch over Luffy. Luffy is her responsibility now. Horny starts cutting up Fukaboshi, but Fukaboshi is able to disarm him. The entire time he's like, why are you like this? Like, what in the world did humans do to you to make you like this?
Yeah, he's asking the real questions.
Yeah, he's like, I just want, like, at the very least, let me know what's going on.
Yeah.
And we get an inaudible answer.
Yep.
It's like bubbles. And then Fukaboshi is so shocked he lets go of Horty, and then Horty fucks him up real bad.
Stabbed.
Luffy gets a call from the air tank ammo knights.
Yeah.
Fukaboshi, I think we get like Luffy's like, oh, this is what he was talking about. It's like, you were there the whole time. I don't know why you're surprised by this.
Yeah.
But we get a flashback to Fukaboshi anticipating that Horty would do all this and potentially pop the bubble. So he went and talked to the ammo knights. And the plan is for them to shoot a big old bubble around Noah to at least slow it a little bit and contain it. And give Luffy an area to fight Horty Jones. During all this, Luffy like jumps onto Horty and snaps his like fin
sword
blade off thing, and then punches him really hard. Then Horty pops a bajillion more pills and gets even bigger.
Gross. Big old. He gets all gummy, is what I wrote, because then his teeth
swollen.
All you see are his gums.
Yeah.
And then
nasty.
And then over the transponder snail, we hear Fukaboshi, who's still alive, and he says, "Luffy, Straw Hat Luffy, Horty is ... ... End of episode to be continued."
MVP is Mamboshi.
My best dressed was fucking Fukaboshi, because he had covered in blood, but still kicking, still flipping. What a good name for a dolphin. Flipper? Oh. What a good name. Sorry. Flipper's such a good name for a dolphin. Did you ever watch Flipper when you were a kid?
No, I didn't really watch Flipper.
Man.
I watched
Flipper.
What was the one with the dog and the dolphin? Movie about
I'm gonna say Flipper.
Zeus and Roxanne, 1997.
Wow. Never seen it.
I think it was like a rom-com where for some reason a dog and a dolphin helped.
They were trying to
these
get
two
it.
people fall in love.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Steve Gutenberg.
Gutenberg. No, I watched Flipper.
Arnold Vosloo is in this? The Mummy himself?
Wow.
Crazy.
Well, our last episode of today's podcast, episode 563.
563. Empty cruelty. Such empty cruelty.
Earlier
that day,
which was probably about 30 seconds
we're
earlier.
We're starting with a fucking flashback, and then I was like, oh no, it's just 5 minutes ago.
It's just right now. Yeah. This was so silly. I was like, why did they say earlier?
It's ridiculous. Sanji and Jinbei Sanji and Jinbei are beating the shit out of Watatsumi.
Oh, yeah. You gave me a yawn through the internet. Wow.
Watatsumi is like, I'm going to get really big. And then he starts releasing air because Sanji's like, why are you talking like that? And he's like, because if I talk, then I get smaller. And then Sanji's like, you're still not as big as the Kraken. He's talking shit. So Watatsumi keeps expanding.
Sanji's got a plan.
Neptune, he's going to pop that boy. Neptune and the Royal Guard people are talking about Noah.
Mm-hmm.
The minister on the right is updated on what's going on. Him and his whole like army company, Royal Guard people go to aid the Straw Hats in the plaza.
Mm-hmm.
He's all like, "Oh my god, they were good guys the whole time. We're so fucking stupid.
Wow,
Damn,
what a bunch of
I feel
idiots."
I feel like such a dummy."
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Hammond comes back.
Hammond.
He's got a human tank slave machine thing. He's just riding some dudes.
He's got a bunch of enslaved humans carrying him and then dragging him along.
Yeah. Jinbei's like, "Hey, Robin, can you use your powers to free them?" And she's like, "What if they fight you?" And he's like, "Then I'll kick their asses. It's fine."
Yeah. Yeah.
Robin's like, "This sexy man. I love blue," is what she says. Love the color blue. If you're blue, I'm into you.
Yeah. Got blue.
Ask me to free you.
You got swirly blue hair. You got blue skin.
All about it.
All about it.
I think it's reasonable to say, despite my bias, I think Robin would fucking love Sonic the Hedgehog. She'd be like, "I think it's really fun that he goes fast." And they're like, "Anything else?" "No, that's it."
No, that's it.
I've 100%ed every game.
I do like that he glows.
I liked in Sonic 2006 that he kissed a woman because I imagined that was me, is what she says. I love that blue hog.
I want him to take his
Do you remember
shoes
in Sonic
off.
2006 when Sonic died?
I want to see those dogs.
Do you remember when Sonic died?
No, I don't.
And then Elise, the princess of the Soliana Kingdom, kissed him and he came back to life. But then they like reverted time or something, so they forgot that it happened.
I just really like when blue things have one big eye instead of two individual ones.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Just one big one that looks like you could peel the forehead back on.
Fucking Robin. Fucking. Oh
she would love Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sure, she did. She does some fucking shit here.
You're talking about the episode.
I don't know if she was teleporting or she was projecting.
She was like making clones of herself.
Yeah, and they were just
clones.
popping. It was fucking wild.
One of her clones comes out of Hammond.
Yeah,
and then another one goes by his legs, and she just like,
double clutches,
snaps him.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. It was so good. I was like,
Robin. She knows MMA. I don't think we've talked about how Robin's known MMA this whole time.
Yeah. She puts him in the Dragon Sleeper. Dead.
Robin really is the best girl, huh?
Yep.
I'm glad she lived.
Me too.
Anyway, the Minister of the Left has the air tank people issue an evac notice. A lot of the citizens refuse to run, so they're instead asked to help with the evac at least and like warn people about what's going on. Citizens are trying to figure out what's happening.
Sorry, I'm still on Robin. I just want Robin to like continue to do some like scary, fucked up shit and to scare the Straw Hats more. And then she's just like, "Oh, hey, what's going on, Chopper?" And then he's like, Like, I just want her to
She would scare all of them to the point where they all pee their pants. She would never do that to Chopper.
Well, no, she wouldn't. She would immediately go over to Chopper and be like, "Hey, it's okay." And then they do like their fun science call sign thing.
Do you think it'd be like they all joke about eating Chopper as like rations, and then like you get her in the shadow behind Chopper, red glowing eyes, and then it like hard cuts to later that night, and it just turns into a horror movie where the Straw Hats got picked off one by one.
Yeah,
but
she's
Chopper's
she's not killing them. She's just like tying them up and being like, "Don't you fucking say that shit ever again."
Yeah, she's like, "I will kill you."
Yeah.
She's the Batman. She's like, "I've thought of 1,000 ways to take each of you down.
Yeah.
And I will act on these if you ever hurt my son."
I am prepared. She's got journals of different moves she can do to take them all out. And they're all in glass cases.
Yeah.
She'll break them.
Man.
Anyway, yeah, fish people. Fish people don't want to abandon the Straw Hats. They're like, they're fighting for us. We're not going to abandon them. And then the minister's like, okay, you could stay.
The air tank people leave their speakerphone on and broadcast their whole conversation with Luffy and Fukaboshi to the entire island.
Yep.
Which is fine because they didn't talk shit, so it's okay.
Yeah, they didn't say anything bad.
They explain the whole plan. They repeat what they did last episode, where they're going to shoot the bubble. They've got one shot.
They weren't saying all that shit and then being like, hey, also, I know, like, awkward time to say it, but Minister of the Left, that guy smells real bad. Did you smell that guy?
I
smells
was looking at his search history.
Can you believe
that guy never plays support in any games. What a piece of shit.
Anyway, then we get the whole repeat of Horty is. He is, and it's very anticlimactic. It's just like, Horty is not a fish man. He's a monster.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay.
But he is legally a fish man.
He is a fish man.
It's just that he just wants to kill people because he likes doing things like that.
He's just nasty like that.
He's living in somebody else's hate. It's like what Fisher Tiger and Odie were trying to avoid, which is like, if we let the next generation live in hate, they're just going to become awful for no reason. Like, even though they have no justification because there's no reason to the way they're acting. They've only, as far as we know, they've never been like mistreated the way Fisher Tiger endured like slavery and all that. And they've never experienced that.
Yeah.
They're just doing it because he's just like, oh, Arlong hated humans. I guess I'm going to hate humans forever, and that's going to be my whole personality.
But at this point, it's not even like he hates humans. Like, he hates
anybody.
everybody.
He just wants violence.
At this point, Horty's literally like, I will kill everyone, including my entire crew on Fishman Island. And Fukuboshi's like, what the fuck? Why?
He's on a fucking power trip. It's what happens when you do a lot of performance-enhancing drugs.
Yeah, just a bunch of hatred and empty cruelty.
Sad. Empty cruelty. MVP is leaving speakerphone on.
Best dressed is Robin in the sunglasses.
Oh, Sunglass Robin was really good because she doesn't have them on.
Yeah.
And then Jimby talks, it cuts to Jimby, and then we cut back to Robin and she's got her sunglasses.
She's like, oh, I gotta put these on, I gotta look way cooler for Jimby.
Well, we're on a fucking mission.
Yep.
And that's it.
That is it, baby.
What are we watching next time, man?
Next week we're watching episodes 564 to 569. Nice.
Nice.
And that's our penultimate Fishman Island episode. That will be the first episode of the new year.
Whoa, new year, new us.
And maybe there might be some special things happening at that point, but we won't say. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, Matt's going to shave me.
Yeah, it's going to be a special for you all.
Head to toe.
Yeah, but I have to use my mouth. I feel like
that would hurt so much. You have to bite all the hair out.
Yeah, I wish I didn't say that.
Like a goat.
I wish I didn't say that.
It's okay.
I'm not trying to fuel any weird conspiracies.
I am.
It's true. Anyway, we have 3 transponder snails, actually.
Whoa, I have to pee. I don't even know if we're going to talk about Sonic today.
No, we're gonna. Don't worry.
Okay. Oh, my God.
I'm going to read the first transponder. Do you want to... I can read this transponder snail if you want to go do your thing.
Go pee?
Yeah.
That feels irresponsible. That feels like I'm leaving with you. Let's see.
Or
is it anything about me? Is it about me? Is it about me?
Or I can also, like, I can vamp while you go pee if you want to go pee.
What's Spark Trends?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's something we talked about.
Are you replacing me?
Yeah.
Storage benefits.
Yeah, that's also something we talked about. You're just reading.
Oh, I went down. I scrolled down.
just read. I'm trying to enhance the podcast here, and you're just reading emails about it.
What's this one to Lloyd Sheffield? And it says, "Hey, I'm sick of Mike. He always reads the wrong emails." What are you doing later? Can you record a few episodes for the new year? What? Crazy.
Wow, crazy. Flamingo.
Read this. Read it.
I thought you were going to go to the bathroom.
I'm a strong man, and I don't have to pee until we do our job.
Click. This is Transponder Snail. It says One Piece and Such. It's from Rick O'Connell from The Mummy. It says, hello, I see that you guys have a new profile for this email. Will we ever see it, or have I missed it? Anyways, I'm mainly emailing today because someone emailed about favorite laughs, and I want to tell mine. Personally, my favorite one is Luffy. Yes, it doesn't have a distinct noise like others, but it's constantly, usually. And I like how much it fits him. His laugh is like a mischievous child full of happiness and aloofness of any of his surroundings. Also, I apologize if I got a little too emotional/personal on the Discord with me talking about finals and such. One last thing, I have a question for you guys. What do you guys think the Straw Hats... You don't have to worry about that at all. Please, talk in the Discord. What do you guys think the Straw Hats would do with a simple jar of peanut butter? Weird question, but for example, I'd like to imagine Zoro as a cruel prank would put peanut butter on Chopper's nose and watch him try to lick it off. And obviously Sanji would use it to cook, or like the other option, or even another thing is that maybe Usopp would use it to help with working out or something. Anyways, tally-ho, Rick O'Connell, jolly version.
I could see Zoro struggling to get the top off, like the jar of peanut butter open, and so he cuts the top off, and then it's like slow pan to Sanji just easily twisting the top off.
Oh, that would just create...
He's got those chef hands.
It would create such vitriol between the two of them. What? Usopp using it to work out? Like as like protein afterwards? Or
I think he put his nose in it.
Ooh. Oh, that would be a fun competition where Chopper gets peanut butter on his nose and then Usopp gets peanut butter on his nose, and whoever can lick the peanut butter off the fastest wins. And it would be Chopper. Chopper would win.
I'm very stuck on the idea of like who would have the most trouble opening a jar.
Frankie
would not. Frankie would engineer an entire machine to open a jar for him. It would be obtuse. I think Sanji would be the best at opening jars.
Oh, probably Brook, because he can't grip things. He's just bone.
Brook would not know what to do.
He would slip off.
Sing and it would shatter.
What do you think he would do with peanut butter?
Brook?
Yeah.
I think he would like rub it all over his bones and then go tanning.
Ooh, you like put it on his bones and be like, I have skin now.
Ooh, I think he'd be like, he'd go to Usopp. He'd be like, I have a special thing that I like to do. And he'd cover himself in peanut butter and then have Usopp lower him into the water as they're like going. And then like the fish would all like suck it off of him. And he'd be like, that'd be his special thing that he likes to do. I think every Straw Hat would cover their feet with peanut butter and stick them in the water.
Gross.
Yeah.
That does sound
like what they would do.
That does sound like what they would do. Gross, but also
it'd be like one of them would be like Nami would be like, oh, that's a weird thing to do, and then like Robin would be like, nah, I do it all the time. It's very therapeutic. Mm-hmm. It's good for your pores.
It's like a pedicure, but for fish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fishicure.
Thanks, Rick O'Connell, for your transponder snail. There's 2 transponder snails from
Bentenru?
Bentenru. Oh my god, it's Fight Club with Bentenru, Mike.
Oh my god.
I can't believe it.
Turgid.
Oh my goodness, it's been so long, Fight Club. Hey, Matt and Mike, my deepest heart apologize for the dry spell of emails. 1, I've partially been forgetting to write them, and I apologize for that. 2, kind of been going through the realization that when my campaign ends, if you want a summary, I'll send it, just ask. I'll probably never see those friends again. Oh no, it kind of scares me. Anyway, sorry to be so mushy. Fight Club. I forgot. Sad. I remember the previous fight was Luffy versus Big Lips Phil. I forgot the winner. Then the fights left are 1, 2, and 3. Your dude, Ben Tenaru. P.S. When Ninja from Lego Ninjago, which ninja from Lego Ninjago would you be? Google for reference if you don't know. P.P.S. Totally watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as your next anime adventure. Matt and Mike's Bizarre Podcast. Ooh. All right. First of all,
I'm looking.
Luffy versus Big Lips Phil.
Big Lips Phil.
It's Big Lips Phil. I will, and then the next fight.
We're not going to explain it because it's so obvious.
It's obvious. It's Big Lips Phil. Everyone, if you need to ask, send us another transponder snail. But we know it's Big Lips Phil would beat Luffy. All right, I will choose the fight number 3. Mike, how do you feel about that? Fight number 3.
Yeah, that sounds good. Fight number 3. I'm looking at Ninjago already.
Okay, I gotta also look up Lego Ninjago. Lego Ninjago is it? Whoa. Do I have to look
Zane.
at? Do I look at cast? What do I look at?
Look at Zane. Hold on. I'm gonna send you the Ninjago fandom wiki.
Okay. Tournament? Oh, okay. I'll just look at your link. Okay.
Oh, there's so many. What about the Cloud Kingdom?
The Cloud
I think I'd be
Kingdom.
Officer O'Doyle.
Whoa, there's so many. Whoa, Lego Ninjago. Okay. Folks.
Whoa, Matt.
Should we have a Lego Ninjago podcast?
Hit Control F and search Gleck. Gleck. That's you.
Control F.
You're Gleck, and I'm definitely Gulch.
Ooh, Gleck and Gulch. I clicked on Gleck. Go away.
Oh, you might be a Mert. No, Twitchy Tim. Oh, you're Twitchy Tim.
I don't see a picture for Gleck. It's just showing me.
You're Twitchy Tim. I take it all back. You're Twitchy Tim.
Oh, I do like Gleck, though. Twitchy Tim. Twitchy Tim's pretty great, actually. I do like Twitchy Tim.
I think I'm...
Are you King Benthamar?
King Benthamar? Where's he?
He's Benthamar. He's right under Twitchy Tim. Well, this is interesting. Twitchy Tim, he's got kind of a from what I can see, he's got a bit of almost a Indiana Jones kind of outfit on, but then he's got swooshy gray hair going back and then a beard with bushy eyebrows. And
he's rugged but approachable and friendly.
He's affiliated with formerly with the Resistance, but mainly with his gas station. He's a gas station owner. This feels right. It feels right for me. I will be Twitchy Tim.
Yeah. What was that?
I said I will be Twitchy Tim. I like Twitchy Tim. Okay. Thank you, Ben Tenaru, for that.
Can I be Zantans?
Who's Zantans?
Zantans?
Who's that?
Wait a minute. I'm Alfonso Froicky.
Perfect. Twitchy Tim and Alfonso Froicky. Whoa.
Yeah, that's me. Look how badass he
Anthropomorphic frog. Look at his little bandolier of chemistry vials.
Family, unnamed grandmother. Unnamed mother.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, so I'll be Twitchy Tim and you'll be Alfonso Frohickey. That's it. Thank you, Ben Tenaru. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for next podcast. When we eventually catch up with One Piece, that's not bad. It's not bad.
I don't want to watch anything past part 4 of JoJo.
I've only watched the first season of... I have watched the first season of JoJo's, and that seemed enough.
You should just watch part 4.
Well, I already watched 1. We'll see. We'll see. We'll keep it. We'll add it to the short list because we are basically almost halfway through One Piece. So we have another 2 years to figure out.
Oh yeah.
What the next adventure will be.
Coming up.
It's coming up so fast. All right.
Another one.
That was Fight Club. Sorry. You can continue. There's a second transponder snail from Ben Tenaru. It's not a Fight Club.
To mention. Hey, Matt, Mike, I forgot to say Ben 10's original idea was that he was going to be in the X-Men. What do you think his powers were going to be? Also, Ben 10 would be another good podcast show to watch. Fun 10? I think it'd be Kevin Fun 11.
Ultimate Fun 11?
Ultimate Fun Lemon. I don't know. Y'all would know a better title for a podcast than me. Oh man, the guy, Ben Tenru. God damn, this dude fucks.
Okay.
I want to be Ben Tenru when I grow up, Matt.
Hell yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna work on that. Ben Tenru, let me know if you have any advice. What would Ben 10's powers be in the X-Men? It would have to be turn into a bunch of like puberty. Ben 10. What's his? He turns into aliens, right?
Yeah, I mean, he would basically be like a rogue. He'd be like a rogue because he like doesn't he like put aliens in his watch? He could turn into his. He'd be like a rogue, but he gets to keep their powers when he touches them. Like he has a bank of 10 aliens or 10 powers he can keep.
It'd be like Our Man from
Our Man? The man who belongs to us?
No, HOUR.
Oh.
The DC hero who could like basically turn into Superman, but only for an hour.
Ooh, yeah.
So I think he'd be like that because didn't he like only be able to? I think he was only able to transform for a limited amount of time.
I bet it was.
I'm gonna
10
say
minutes. I bet it was 10 minutes.
It's probably 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think for 10 minutes he could have any superpower of the people he touched. So he could be Wolverine for 10 minutes. He could be Cyclops for 10 minutes.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
So he like can copy them for a little bit.
I like that. That's what it is. That's what it is, Ben Tenru.
Boom.
Clap. Hey, Mike, we've come to the time.
Clap,
are you ready?
The sound of my cheeks. What?
Boom, clap, the sound of his cheeks. That's the sound of Mike watching Sonic. Boom, clap, he loves it so much. Here's Mike's Sonic time.
I don't want to spoil anything, but it was a good time. And yes, Live and Learn is in it. Yes, I Am the Eggman is in it. There's some good fucking music. Somebody at Paramount was like, oh shit, if we put video game music. You know when Shadow breaks out for that first time? It's in the trailer. It's not that much of a spoiler. When Shadow breaks out, that's a reference to the original. That's a reference to Shadow the Hedgehog.
What?
I mean, he's fighting the
when
black
Shadow
dude.
the Hedgehog
Sorry,
out for the first time.
No,
that's a reference to Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game.
Wow.
The video game titled Shadow the Hedgehog, because the director got his start working on the CGI cinematics for Shadow the Hedgehog.
Can I mention some stuff?
What
about the Sonic movie?
Yeah,
Sonic 3 the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
When at one point they were in the living room of James Marsden's house, and there was some music playing from Sonic the game.
Yeah,
which was nice. Also, this is probably shot for shot, basically the same exact movie as Dragon Ball Super Broly.
It did give us the best finger quotes live action Dragon Ball Z fight.
That literally was the fight. Good. It felt shot for shot the fight between
Matt,
Goku, Vegeta, and Broly. It felt like that.
Are you telling me that something about Sonic the Hedgehog, a blue man who is a hero of the people who can turn Super Sonic, where he gets gold hair, after he collects 7 magical items, is actionably like Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, it was like it was the best Dragon Ball movie of the year, I would have to say.
Jim Carrey goes hard in this movie.
Boy,
he's earning that paycheck.
Oh my!
Did you see how many people catered to Jim Carrey? There was like a whole Jim Carrey list in the fucking credits.
No, that's cool.
He had his like own crew.
I mean, that's fair. He had to play 2 different roles.
Yeah,
It was
James Marsden remains the heart of the movie.
Oh my god, that fucking sweater with the donuts all over it, the Donut Lord sweater. I want that so bad.
Have you seen?
We're trying to avoid spoilers, everyone. I will say there is also one of the best dance numbers I've ever seen in a movie.
It is. That one's out in like a music video.
Oh, really?
See it. Yeah, there's like a music video that's like the end credits theme.
Oh, hell yeah. It was very fun. It was very fun. Sonic 3 the Hedgehog, good movie. Good movie. Did you... sorry, I don't mean... Or no, this is your time. This is your time.
What? No, what were you going to say?
It's boom clap the sound of your cheeks. Hey, it's time for Sonic with Mike.
There's a really good interview where Ben Schwartz, James Marsden, and Tika Sumpter are all playing Sonic 2. Or Sonic Adventure 2. And there's a Sonic Adventure 2 battle, so there's a multiplayer mode. James Marsden locks in so fucking hard in that interview.
Yeah.
Like, Tika's like trying to figure out the controls, and James is like, no, I'm fucking doing it. And he's like 110% in. He's like, I'm doing it. Like, he watches Ben playing initially and is completely focused and baffled. There's like this, it's like when you show a not to demean James Marsden, but like you show a caveman technology. Yeah. He's like, it's like he's seeing God for a little bit. And then once he gets to play, he's like, I know exactly. Like, you can tell he's kind of like, Ben Schwartz is not cut. And he's like, no, he should have jumped there. Why didn't he like, yeah. And then he's in it. It's amazing.
I saw an interview with the three of them where James Marsden kept answering every single question with answers about the X-Men movies he was in, where they're like, what's your favorite Sonic character? And he just goes, Cyclops. And they're like, do you know what the like Sonic character that has telekinesis powers? And he's like, oh, Jean Grey. And then
that's amazing.
He just kept making X-Men references, and then it seemed like a bit they were doing, but I was enjoying it a lot because he was playing it completely straight.
Like, I think he's having fun because, like,
straight face.
Him and Tika are like on a different set, just interacting with like statues. Yeah. For an entire movie, and then like the voice actors come in, and it's like, you guys didn't hang out during the production of this.
Like, this is their time to hang out, and they're just gonna like do bits the whole time.
Yeah, like there was early interviews where like James, like for the first movie, where James was like, this is the first time I've talked to Ben. Yeah. Like, we've never hung out before.
Yeah, it's great. They're all having so much fun though. It's very fun. It's fun.
Yeah. There's been really sweet stuff with Keanu where they're like, do you feel a lot of pressure playing Shadow the Hedgehog? And he's like, yeah, I do. I saw the reaction to the Sonic 2, and it's, my people are really passionate.
Yeah. Have you seen the clip of Idris Elba doing his voice lines for like Knuckles with the gloves on? Yeah, it's good. Yes. It's great.
That man fucking loves. That man has done so much for that character.
Yeah.
Knuckles got Piccolo'd really quickly, right?
Yeah.
Like, he gets Piccolo, and Knuckles, cornerstone of this fucking movie.
It's true.
If he wasn't there, everyone would have died.
Yeah.
Yeah, just incredible.
Speaking of voice actors, this is about One Piece now. Did you see
this is a Sonic podcast?
The Japanese voice actor for Frankie retired?
I did, yeah. He put his shorts on the ground.
Yeah, did you see the video? He puts his like thong on the ground and then like fades into the darkness, and then the new one comes in and picks it up and holds it up in glorious fashion.
I heard people were pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
The new voice actor.
He does the voice of Tendo from Haikyuu, which
does that feel like a good fit?
It does.
Oh, good fit.
It does.
I know the voice actress for Luffy has said, she's like, listen, I'm not going to do this forever, and you all need to be nice to whoever picks up the mantle.
Yeah.
Which is, I appreciate.
Yeah.
She's like, you got to be nice. Don't be mean.
Anyway, here we are.
Here we are. Hey, everybody.
This is a One Piece podcast.
Go watch the Sonic OVA, because I know you're all a bunch of anime freaks. Sonic OVA is a good time. It's great. Jaleel White will always be my Sonic. He's not in that. He was in the old ones. I have to pee, Matt. What's the One Piece? What are we watching next week? Did we say that?
Next week we're watching 564 to 569. Nice, nice.
What's the One Piece?
The One Piece is the one ring that Sonic and his boys have left.
Because you always drop all the rings. You gotta pick up one.
Yeah.
So you don't die.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. That's good. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go
Gotta
fast.
piss fast. Gotta big piss fast.
Gotta big piss fast. Bye.